Anyways, guys, just a few minutes ago, I was making a video. I was talking about all the medals of World Cup hockey since the start, like the list of medals of the winners and all that and whatnot. So, anyways, this next video that I'm speaking about the medals, this next video that I want to really talk about is, you guys remember just a few days ago, about this thing I came up with, that the N.H.L should come up with this new exposure, the new exposure for the N.H.L that I mentioned about, if anybody in the Stanley Cup championships, like anybody that wins the Stanley Cup, the finals, the team that wins it, and every single player should be getting a gold medal for the Stanley Cup championship, and those who get to the Stanley Cup finals, they should get a silver medal, and whoever wins the Eastern Conference championship and the Western Conference championship, every single player on each of those teams should be getting a bronze medal for getting to the finals. I just want to get everybody's opinion on this. Don't be shy. Leave your comments below after you're done watching my video about this. I think it's a really great idea. After all, I came up with this idea, and if the NHL really takes consideration and watches my video and gets to see what I'm talking about, I think it's a fucking great idea, this ever came up with. Because if you think of it, not only hockey, yeah, hockey is a violent sport. Hockey's a really man's sport, And besides, I'm a former Junior B hockey player, and I'm a former AAA and AA hockey player. I've won the MVP, Most Valuable Player in Rochester. I know what hockey's all about. I've played all my life, Hockey can be a dangerous sport, a violent sport, but in the same time, hockey is a classy sport. It's the most classy game ever existed in God's green earth, People think, soccer's the best sport in the world, it's the most popular. Well, because most countries, they don't have ice, they don't have snow, and that's just my opinion. And I think if hockey's a lot more classier sport than soccer ever was. Don't misunderstand, I don't want to offend any of the soccer fans, but I've played soccer too, but hockey was always my thing. But what I'm trying to say, short and sweet, if the NHL comes up with this exposure, okay, if the Eastern Conference champions, they win the bronze, and so does the Western Conference champions, they win the bronze as well, and they meet each other at the finals, think about it. The guys who, if they lose the Stanley Cup championship, at least these guys, they will not go home empty-handed, for God's sakes. At least they can have a silver medal because they worked so hard all year round just to get to the Stanley Cup finals, and they should get something in return. Maybe you guys are thinking maybe I'm obsessed with medals. Well, medals are my thing anyways. I am kind of obsessed with medals, but in the same time, I believe for their hard work and their dedication, they deserve to get a silver medal for getting to the finals. And those who win the Stanley Cup championship, they worked every breath, every sweat, every blood they put out to get to the finals and win the Stanley Cup and get their names carved in that cup. I think they should be getting a gold medal too. If you think about it, in soccer promotions like World Cup Soccer or Euro Cup or English Premier, Italian Premier, they always hand out gold, silver, and bronze medals. So does the World Cup Hockey Championship does as well, or the Olympics. And you know what? Hockey is just as classy sport too, if you ask me. If you think of it, hockey's been around since the late 1800s. The first Stanley Cup champions was Montreal AAA in 1892. Another time, my podcasts, on my videos, I'm going to be talking about the list of the Stanley Cup champions from 1892 till present day. So yeah, like, it's not a bad idea, and I think I came up with this genius idea, and yeah, this way we can value our sport more, you know? Because there's guys like Wayne Gretzky, Bobby Orr, Mark Messier, Brett Hall, you name it, like Gordie Howe. There's freaking legends who have won the Stanley Cup and they never got a gold medal. And I think either starting next year or the year after or whenever the hell the NHL can see my video and they can take this into consideration. And I believe every Stanley Cup champion should be winning a gold medal and every finalist should get a silver medal. And this should be a hockey tradition year after year after year, you know? Like, come on, like, we can't be devaluing our sport. Hockey's the best sport in the world, by all means. You know, and if every country in the world had the funds to play hockey, and if they had the funds, and if they had the capability, like, it'd be the most popular sport today, if you ask me. Because not only hockey is good for conditioning, it's all of the above, you know. Anyways, leave your comments below and tell me what you think. Because you know what? I like to hear from everybody.